This area of my yard is basically more like concrete than it is dirt. So I'm gonna have to amend the soil with some mushroom compost so that my wife can get her canna lilies in the ground, which should be a great test for this little electric tiller. Do you need me to dig that hole for you?
I'm pretty good at digging my own holes.
This is the DEGGE Cordless Electric Tiller Cultivator. It runs on a 21-volt battery and actually comes with 2 of them, which I like because you can charge one while you're using the other one. It has 48 steel tines, claims it'll dig to a depth of about 7 inches. We're gonna see how it does because I'm about to put it to test on this concrete-like soil as well as mixing in the mushroom compost. We're gonna see how long the battery lasts. And also I wanna see how this compares to some of those little gas tillers that I've seen, because a couple of those that I've watched are really beasts when it comes to doing stuff like this. One thing I can tell you right away, it's pretty lightweight, which is nice because, you know, not everybody wants to wrestle around a big gas machine when all they want to do is just till up a flower bed. In my opinion, that's the biggest downside of those gas machines. So let's see how this one works. I put this thing together really quickly. The batteries came fully charged, so a couple of screws and attaching the handle is really all it takes to assemble it. There's no gas, no oil, no pull cord, no cord dragging behind you. The company says that you get about 25 minutes per battery depending on your soil conditions. This hard clay type soil is probably the toughest scenario for this thing, so we will see about that. Let me show you what we're working with here. This soil is extremely compacted. You can barely get a shovel into it. And that's really the only question that I had about this tiller was, could it break up soil like this? Because that's really the only reason I got it. So we're about to find out. One thing about smaller tillers like this is you don't want to force them forward too quickly. Let the tines dig in and do the work for you, and then just pull it back through the ground in the path that it made. And this is doing way better than I expected on this compacted soil, to be fair. You can actually see it breaking this stuff up, and it's digging in pretty good instead of just bouncing across the surface. There, how do you think that looks?
I think you need to do all this too. But I love you. Okay. I do love you.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job. I'm gonna move.
She likes it better when I do the work, but this thing is easy enough to use to where she can use it too.
All wives like for husbands to do all the work.
Don't run over your foot. I'll do it from here on out. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit concerned she would run over her foot, so I did take over.
I brought you some ice out here because it's really hot, and I know you're not drinking.
I'm almost done.
But you've been out here for an hour.
For raised beds, garden beds, compost mixing, maintaining garden areas, this thing definitely has adequate power. Now, if you're gonna till up your back 40 with acres and acres, obviously you're gonna want a gas tiller for that. For household garden work, this thing is more than adequate. It'll definitely tear through weeds and smaller roots. For larger roots like this one or rocks, obviously you'll want to remove those whenever possible, but that's basically true of any tiller, even the gas ones. And of course, keeping the tines clear will extend your battery life as well, but I didn't have any trouble with the battery life. I did switch batteries during the process of doing this, but to be fair, I'm in hard compacted soil, and I think I was at least 25 minutes into the process before I had to switch it. And I'm still showing 4 bars on this one, which is a full battery. I wondered whether it would be hard to control, but being that it's lightweight, it's easy to maneuver around tight spaces. Even my wife is able to use it, which is a really good sign because I don't really want to have to be the one to do all the garden work all the time. That's actually one of the advantages over the larger gas tillers. You don't feel like you're fighting the machine all the time. The yellow one is straight, but I think the orange one's kind of straight with the bank, like not straight from here.
Well, where I'm standing at is straight.
Okay.
Orange is a rebellious color anyway.
The convenience factor is huge. There's no gas, no oil, no carburetor problems, no trying to start it after it's sat in your garage for the last 6 months. And it's a lot quieter too, which your neighbors may appreciate. Once we added the mushroom compost, you can see it blended everything in really evenly.
Do I need to redo it?
Baby, I don't think that orange one is straight.
You know what? God gonna love it anyway.
It does have a dual button safety trigger. You can't accidentally bump that and start those tines spinning. That's actually probably important because these tines are no joke. So after using this on hard packed soil and mixing that compost in, I actually think this cordless tiller is a pretty good tool. It's lightweight, quieter than gas, low maintenance, and was powerful enough for even my hardest ground. I also think the smaller size is an advantage for a lot of people because it's easier to store and easier to control. This isn't meant to replace a giant commercial rear tine tiller for breaking acres of untouched ground. But for garden prep, soil cultivation, compost mixing, and normal yard projects like the one we just did, it performed really well.
Good.
Did you ask me before that if I just heard a donkey?
I swear I heard a donkey.
I thought you were referring to me.
Why you think I call you a donkey?
I could have sworn you was talking about me when you
No.
asked me, did I hear a donkey?
I did hear a donkey. I heard somebody go, "Yawn." Don't make me turn.
And for anyone who stuck around long enough to see the finished product, here it is. We did have to put the fence around it because of this guy. We'll just say that he has a complicated relationship with plants and leave it at that. I will say that the tiller made the job a whole lot easier, and we're super happy with the results.
If you're interested in one of these, I'll drop a link below in the description. That's an affiliate link. It helps me out at no extra cost to you. Also, if this helps you out, then consider hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. We have a goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate those of you that are going to take the time to do that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.